Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to be showing you how I created this dedication invite right here in Photoshop. As usual, all the assets I use are available in the description box, and if you'd like me to also upload the PSD file, let me know in the comment sections. And without talking so much, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to create a new file, and for this design in question I'm going to be using A6. So I'll go to print, and under print I'll select A6. So this is the size for A6, and I reduce my resolution to 72 because this is just a practice tutorial. I'm not actually printing this out, but if you're printing it, leave your resolution at 300, right? So I'm going to click on create. Beautiful. So we have our workspace right here. First thing I'm going to do is to tackle the background. So I'll bring in this image of a baby. Like I said, is an invite for a dedication. So I'll just place an image right here at the top. All right, I think that's pretty cool. So I'll create a mask, and I'll select my gradient tool, and I'll create a gradient like this. And basically what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to blur out the edge, right? So I'm trying to blur out the edge. I think I've achieved that. So if I hide the mask, you can see what it looks like, but with the mask you can see that it blends in, right? That's simple. The next thing I'll do is I'll bring this pink, I'll expand it like this. Alright, I'll press Ctrl U to bring up this dialog box, and I'll change it from pink to purple. I want it to be purple-ish, right? And we have that, and I'll select my brush tool. I'll create a mask rather, select my brush tool, and then I'll make sure the software brush, I'll reduce the size, and I'll kind of, just erase the center a little bit so that when I write text it will be visible. I'll bring in another image, right? I'll take this one to the bottom, select these three dots, go to selection, make sure it's on canvas, and then you can use this guides at the bottom. Press Ctrl T. I think I'll flip it like this, maybe something like this. Create a mask, select brush tool, and basically just erase it like this. Yeah, I think this is okay. Then I'll bring in the last one for the background. I'll rotate it, expand the size like this. I'll change the blending mode to color dodge. Yeah, I'll press Ctrl T again. Yeah, I think this is okay. Alright, so basically we have our basic background. The next thing I'll start doing is to start bringing in the text, the information, right? So this is all the text. I think I also provide this text for you guys so that if you're replicating it, it'll be easy. So I'll paste the text. Like I said earlier, all the assets are available in the description box. So the font I'm using is Poppins. I think I'll use Poppins regular. I'll change the color to black so it can contrast properly. Centralize it, press Ctrl T to transform, and then reduce the size. Yeah, I don't know why the text is blurry. I don't know why it's blurry. Yeah, I'm going to delete that. Select my text tool. Wow, the text is looking blurry. I don't know why that is happening, but regardless, I'm going to continue. Maybe it's just a glitch that's happening at the moment, but we're going to continue regardless. Right, so we have our text. Next thing I'll do is create a line using my line tool. Make sure that the line I'm creating is going to be black in color. Hold shift to make a straight line. Oh, right, so I basically edited the line. Yeah, So that's basically where when they print it out, that's where they're going to write the name of the person, the family of blah 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 invites, they write your name. Then I'm going to copy the education and I'll change the font to Ivy Presto. I think I'll use bold italic, and then I'll change the color to purple. I'll press Ctrl T and I'll increase the size. I'll centralize it, of course. I'll duplicate that. I'll copy the next text. I'll change that one back to black. I'll change it from bold to regular. Then I'll paste the right text. Press Ctrl T to transform and I'll reduce the size of that text. And I'll centralize it as well. Move it up. I'll duplicate it again and I'll write 2D. Press Ctrl T, reduce the size. I'll place it here. Right, so the family of blah 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 invites blah 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 to the dedication of their daughter. I don't know if you get it. You better get it. Then I'll bring in this torn paper assets. I'll rotate it this way, increase the size, hold shift, drag it like this. Yeah, and then I'll create a color overlay on it, and that color overlay is going to be, you guessed it, purple. Now this main image, which is the image of the girl, if you look, it kind of has like a blue background that I don't like, so I'm going to create a hue saturation adjustment layer, and I'll clip it to the image. I'll select this pen, this stuff here. I'll click on the blue. It's going to make a selection of that blue, and then I'll try to change the blue to purple. So I'll leave it at that, at 98. Right, so if I hide it, you see that it was blue before, but now it's kind of purple. Right, next thing I'll go back and I'll copy the name of the child, select my text to paste, centralize it, change the color to white so it will contrast properly with the purple background, change the font to headline. Yeah, headline semi bold, and I'll just leave it there. Alright, then the last stage is to write the date and time. This is going to be purple and it's going to be hook ride fonts. Yep, okay. Hook ride 28. I'll reduce the size a bit. I'll duplicate that 28 and I'll change it to 9 a.m. 9 a.m. I'll select text tool again. This time I'll copy December 2025 and I'll paste, but then I'll change the color to black. I'll change the font back to Poppins. I think I'll leave it at Poppins regular, and I'll make it all capital and reduce the font size by transforming it. I'm going to zoom in. Yeah, this is really blurry, but I'm just going to have to continue like that, and I'll duplicate that and I'll change it to prompt, 9 a.m. prompt. Right, so you just take your time and arrange everything properly. I'm kind of rushing a bit because I'm kind of tired. I just recorded like 3 videos. This is the 4th one I'm recording in the same breath, so Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have done that, but I'm kind of tired, so I'm kind of rushing to just finish up. So I'll bring in this location icon, go to FX and click on color value, change the color to purple, right? Then select your text tool, create a text box here, then go back, copy the address, paste it in there, make it justified, and then reduce the size. Yep. I'm going to adjust the location icon. I'll reduce the size and change the position a bit. Yeah. So like I said, you guys take your time and do your own. I'm kind of rushing because the fact that the text are blurry is kind of pissing me off and it's demotivating me, but all the same, I just want to carry it through and finish up. Next thing is to create this rectangle tool. Yeah, and it's not going to be a plain rectangle. You remove the fill and add a purple stroke, right? Then you can centralize it. Then I'm going to copy the last bit of text. Alright, select my text tool. Yeah, and I'm going to bring the text here. So select the rectangle tool and reduce the size of the rectangle to fit the text. Alright, centralize everything, and pretty much that is how I created this slide. You can go ahead and edit it using camera raw fields. I'm not going to do that here. If you learned anything, you let me know in the comment section. If this video was frustrating for you, also let me know. It's not my best video, but I just had to finish up. If you learned anything new, let me know actually. And yeah, I think I've talked too much at this point. I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.